All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Straight Talk. I am very excited today due to the fact that I'm going to be having a very special guest next week on Saturday, on the 8th, and her name and his name is Dutch and um, Yappa Q. They made this song that I am now determining to be my anthem for the show called Good Morning. Now, I played that out last week, and I was just stunned to the level of spiritualness that they displayed in that song. And it just overwhelmed me to the point of welling up tears, not to cry out of any sadness, but out of pride. And that Judah, the house of Judah, is really and truly taking off and waking up. And I really appreciate that song, and I got in contact with her, and I talked to her for a good minute. I'm hoping that this week I can get in contact with Lutz, or Lutz can get in contact with me. That was the guy who did the I don't know what you want to call it, the part in his song. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited about that. But tonight, give a shout out to Yappa Q and Lutz for Good Morning song. But tonight I am very disturbed by this DI explosion, affirmative action explosion, and all of the things that's going on. Oh, good morning. Good morning. I'm about to say good morning. That's going on in America. And I'm here to clarify that as much as possible. I covered that in my book, The White Man's Burden of Lies and Deceit. Let me see if I can find that. And I did it with, and this is the second one, The White Man's Burden of Lies and Deceit 2, Understanding White Supremacy. And the first. The White Man's Burden of Lies and Deceit. Why do white people hate us so much? Right? So tonight we're going to be covering this weak ass man and woman called the white man and woman. They're not white, they're not European, they're not Anglo-Saxon, they're not Saxon, they're not Caucasian, they're not nothing but a bunch of idiots, psychopaths, and sociopaths who are locked in to their frame of mind and thinking that they're white and all these other things. But they're nothing but a bunch of delusional fools who have been tricked by their ancestors going back, I would say, 200 years or so, 150 to 200. But it's all based on lies by Blumenbach and Meisner. And if you know anything about Blumenbach and Meisner, these are two so-called white guys that went to, well, one went to, I think that was Blumenbach. He went to Greece and Rome. He saw white alabaster statues. He pale skinned. He's looking at pale skinned statues that were unfinished works. They were about to be painted black. All the Greek gods and goddesses were black. But this idiot went there and saw his future, his ancestors, and his ancestors were not nothing like that. Okay, the Greeks and Romans, better known as the Etruscans, who started the Greek and Roman civilization. You can't help but to see the Egyptian statues and architecture and all of that within the Greek and Roman culture and language and so on and so forth, the tradition, right? So, hey everybody, if you come on and say who you are, I'll put you up on the screen. I appreciate you coming in and listening. But yeah, so you gotta really take it seriously, and you gotta really laugh about these people. They come from Dravidian albino who made it with normal black people, and you get these octoroon people. That's it. They have no culture, they have no language, they have no civilization that they can speak to, no world religion that they can speak to and say it's theirs. No world philosophy, nothing. Everything that is in this world comes from the black man and woman, who are the true trinity, the man, woman, and child of ancient uh, 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 Egypt. And all of that is based in Ma'at. So when you're talking about Ma'at, Ma'at is the mother, I'm understanding, I know, is the mother, is the mother of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Judaism comes first, Christianity after that, and then uh, Islam, all black. Wow. So when I'm hearing uh, white people up in arms about DI long before, oh boy, long before Trump was in office, and they were saying, well, we don't want no more blacks here getting DEI. Look at what happened. They're getting all the benefits of affirmative action. And Kenny Zoo, who dared to never come onto my show and argue his point, he wrote the book Inconvenient Minority about the fucking Asians, and I'm going to get to that in a minute, about this wannabe high IQ Asian. Man, fuck you, bitch. Talking about she don't want to leave her office because she's a high IQ Asian minority or American. No, bitch, you're not an American. You got to go. And they held her, they heard her ass up out of that office. She was literally grabbing the doorpost, trying to stay. And this is where we are. So when I'm looking at the EO, not the EO, I'm sorry, when I look at the executive order signed by Lyndon Baines Johnson in the 1960s, that's supposed to have given us black people rights. That's about the funniest shit I've ever heard of. And you niggas just fell for it, man. We were doing fine. When I hear about that tonight with my girl Richie X, telling you, telling you that black people were fine. We're doing way better than white folks. We didn't need integration. We didn't need civil rights movement. That was a bunch of bullshit. There's always some fucking nigger leaders, as they call themselves to be, leading us down the wrong path. It's not the white man. It's not the Asian man. It's not the Arab man. It's you. When you are sick and tired of being led by the nose and being pulled by your short hair, you're gonna wake up and realize that hey, this ain't gonna work. It has never worked, and it will never work. We must stand on our own and grab our own nutsack and start beating the shit out of people who go up against us. That's just how it is. People are not. I mean, power is not given; it's taken, and we are a sad distance, long distance away from where our ancestors were and how they acted toward the Neanderthal, pale skinned, palm colored people. No, we just not. So the only man that can put this Neanderthal in his place and keep him there is the black man and woman, black people worldwide. There's more of us than there are them. And slowly but surely we are seeing that being done. The world is fading back to black, literally, genetically, and the fact that white folks are adopting, becoming Muslims. So tonight, I really want to try to do a very good job, like I try to do uh, every Saturday, thorough, whatever receipts, and commentary that makes sense. Because I'm not going to be the one that go along to get along. Kayate. I'm not going to be the one to go along to get along and try to be nice and polite and that's not me. I would be I would be, how you say it? I would be dismissive of our ancestors, spitting on their grave and on their name for all of the hard work that they've done to bring us to those points of Egypt and Greece and Rome and now America. I can't do that, and I would never do. I'd rather be down there and broken home than to be going on to get along just because somebody giving me $1 million. Fuck you and your $1 million. I got money. You know what I mean? Be honest. All you need is $500,000 to live peaceful. As long as you're not fucking it up, as long as you're not doing anything wild and crazy, 10% of that is $50,000 a year. Feel me? So gird up, my people. Judah, because you are it. You are the answer for these animals who have kidnapped the world and brought it to its knees and all of its degeneracy. So I want you to know that you need to be encouraged to know that uh, everything's gonna be alright. Calla la boca, esto haciendo mi choque. Siéntate para allá en vez de muñequita o cualquiera más. Pero no sube la volumen. Vete o jugar de PlayStation. So, yeah, this is not hard, you guys. And it's so important to understand the past so you can, to know the past so you can understand the present and predict the future. We've been talking about this on Maurice's show all the time. Because if we don't come back home to our ancestors' ways and conduct and thoughts and everything else, it's a done deal. If we don't come to the realization that we are the black universe filtered down. Hey, Sister Ahmad, you ain't called me yet, girl. What's going on? I done gave you my number and everything, but I hope you're okay, and I know you're okay because you're here. I really appreciate you. Yeah, those are my kids running around. I'm trying to tell them to be cool and watch the TV. So, yeah, be like that. Stay, yeah, stay busy up in here. But that's the price of parenthood, and that's the price that I love. It can be hard, but I'm not trying to draw no sympathy. Their cat died today, so it's been one, but they'll get past that. So hopefully we'll find another cat. And we had two cats before. We know one cat before it was a little baby, right? And then I'm watching TV, a game or something, and I'm thinking the cat is asleep on the chair. It was rigor mortis like a mug, man. I like what the. So, and then today, I don't know what happened. The veterinarian came through and gave Kitty, with her name, parasite shot. But I don't know what the hell happened. I really don't. I doubt it, but when we got it, it was pretty young, and I think that You know, it was just something went on before we got her. So, but anyway, I'm glad you're here, Ma. So I don't want to be on that for too long. But I really appreciate you and everybody else that's listening. And we're going to get right on into it. And tonight we're going to be talking about DEI and the effects on the black community, the EO, the executive order of Johnson in the 1960s. That was not no fucking federal law. Yeah, hold on. Maya said, I am too busy for a pet. I want a dog, though, but I have no time. Yeah, I don't like dogs, Maya. I mean, I don't like wiping my own ass. I don't know, trying to clean up a pet behind uh, Google on the ground and then picking on the, and oh man, I wouldn't be able to take that. But cats, they go to their own little box and, dig it out and keep it moving. But yeah, so I just wanted to, damn, what was I talking about? Ma, you gotta be cool for me because I gotta stay on point. But yeah, so um, tonight we're gonna be covering the and oh, that's what it was, the Executive Order of Johnson in 1960. What that mean? It didn't mean a motherfucking thing. You got bamboozled by the Big Six being led by Martin Luther King Jr. Now, whether you like him or not, that's your fucking business, but I don't like that motherfucker because he sold us out. We were doing fine in America. And we were having or creating our own school where black kids would go and excel. Why the fuck would you want to have your kid go to a white school and get called nigger all day, every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Why? We have our own school. Nobody's more intelligent than black folk. And I had, as of yet, seen the people that I've challenged to come onto my show over these years, they say otherwise. Because I got receipts. Bill O'Reilly, Tommy Lauren, whoever else that you can think of. I wrote all of these bastards um, on X. The wannabe Jew boy, I can't think of his name, Ben Shapiro. All these motherfuckers I done sent, challenges to Charlie Kirk or TPUSA, Candace Owens or Candace Owens. And these people are not coming. They're hoping that you still fall for the old bullshit. See, but once you realize personally that these people are blowing smoke up your ass and playing the Wizard of Oz game, Brother Donald, thank you, man. I really appreciate you on. Uh, yeah, because he was in love with a white woman. Yeah, there you go. And doing a lot of gay shit, alcohol and drugs and shit that's coming out. No, I wasn't there. I was born in '72. But I'm going to take the word of Michi, who's going to be, I'm going to show the video of her name is Michi X, Meechee, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, or spelling it correctly, X. So she really did a great job in her video and exposing what's going on and how we got betrayed. And I did a thing about that too on the Big Six. And Malcolm X is not going to lie. He specifically stated that these people sold us out. Malcolm X, I'm sorry, Martin Luther King. What's some of the other big names? If you guys know, just throw it into the comments and I'll put it on. Martin Luther King, damn. I can't think. I see his face, but I can't remember. But anyway, if you go onto YouTube, you're going to see or look for the Big Six Malcolm X, and he really spelled it out. So Without further ado, I'm going to start with the importance of history and what that means. And I'm going to bring up the share screen, and I'll be right back. All right. So hold on. Here we go. Democrats fought awarded their slaves. Republican President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, freeing all slaves. Democrat slave owners were furious. Lincoln made equality for all black people part of the official Republican Party platform. Republicans wrote and passed the 13th Amendment, ending slavery forever in the United States. Most Democrats voted against it. Republicans wrote and passed the 14th Amendment and granted citizenship and equal protection under the law. No Democrats voted. Republicans wrote and passed the 15th, allowing black Americans right to vote. No Democrats voted. First black senator was a Republican. The first black members in U.S. House of Representatives are Republican and former slaves. In fact, the first 23 African American Congress were all, while Republicans were electing black people in Congress, and Democrats were founded the KKK. The KKK was founded in opposition to the Republican Party. The KKK dedicated itself to a campaign of violence against Republican leaders and voters, both black and white. The KKK wanted white supremacy fulfilled to elect the Democrats. Democrat states passed racist Jim Crow laws that dehumanized blacks. Republican President Dwight D. Eisenhower said the National Guard protect black students integrated all white schools in Arkansas. Who opposed it? The Democrats who ran that state. A segregationist Democrat ran for president every cycle until the 1980s. The Civil Rights Act outlawed discrimination on the basis of race, color, religion, or sex. By percentage, more Republicans voted for the Civil Rights Act than Democrats. Republican President Nixon used federal power to segregate even more states. Black Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas Jacob.
By George H.W. Bush. His son, George W. Bush, started an AIDS program that saved over 13 million lives, mostly African. President Trump restored funding historically black colleges and universities. President Trump passed the First Step Act, achieving landmark criminal justice reform. President Trump passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, increasing opportunity zones, incentivizing long-term investment zones in countries. Under President Trump, unemployment for black Americans fell to the lowest number Americans have ever seen, and black wages rose to the highest level. Why? Democrat governor of Virginia was blackface most of the time and remains in office while Joe Biden tells me I am not black unless I vote for him. So tell me, who are the real? Who wants to keep with Biden? Be free. Live free. That is my right as an American.
All right, he said it. So I still want to. Yeah, I want to know who the guy is. To be honest with you, his name and everything, but it's not this guy, Gunther Eagleman. But listen, history is so important. It determines how you walk, how you talk, what you see, what you feel. My people. And if you've been fed bullshit by the Democratic Party, then it's bullshit. You call it for what it is. Now you got to remember that the Republican Party is the party of black folk, not the Democratic Party. In the 60s, LBJ was so hated by the Democrats that they left the party and joined the Republican Party. This is why we got so much hate and anger and misunderstanding within the Republican Party, because it consists Excuse me. It consists of racist ass Democrat. So you got to keep that in mind. And also, of all the progress that black folks made, Democrats were there to stem it or stop it or slow it down. And in between 1920s and 50, before the Civil Rights Act, black people were doing fine. As a matter of fact, I can't remember the name of the car company, but it was those black dollars that saved it. I think it was Cadillac. So we had and always have had, and still do, black economic power, but we're not utilizing it, guys. We're just not. And I am truly dismayed by that, but there's always a little itty bitty seed of hope planted within the heart and soul of black folk. That little seed is called determination. We cannot be stopped. No, we can be slowed down, but we cannot be stopped. You're gonna see all of that tonight. All right, and the fact that we are the children of Ma, of our ancestors, burst forward, exploding forward in the philosophies of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. We can't be stopped, you guys. We just cannot be stopped. It's not possible to stop the black man and woman. You can kill one or two, 10,000. By 2040, there's going to be over close to 3 billion people on the planet, on the continent of Africa. Hold on. So with all of that being said, don't be dismayed. Don't get sidetracked. That is why it is a must that we do not hand over our kids to these fucking animals. That we just cannot do that. You can't do that. Can't do that. Because now you're actually stoking the flame of ignorance and stupidity. They're not going to teach you who you are. They're not going to teach you who your ancestors were and who they really are. All right? So I'll go to the next one. And this one, white folk can't stand up. Hold on. Let me bring this up.
In his X Games debut back in 2020. And if you've never watched Zeb Powell on a snowboard before, you are in for the treat of all treats.
I didn't go down on my desk, but I'm still at the
205 centimeter snowboard
truck in my driveway.
on a boat.
I'm in that boat by myself. No, they gon' ride to the death.
Where do you get the chance to serve?
Ain't no way I can
So you're making this increasingly difficult. It's already incredibly difficult. Yup. He has written 3 different boards in a 20-minute jam format.
No, son, no. We can't be stopped, man. Do you understand? When you get reconnected back to our ancestors and understanding the history of the world, you are it. Black man, black woman, you are it. There's no guessing in my motherfucking mind about that shit. And I wish for God on my mother's grave, my father's grave, and everybody that has passed it on, that these weak-minded motherfuckers come on. Come on to my show. I'll come on to you. I'll fly to that motherfucker and embarrass the shit out of you, Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, and whatever other motherfucker they want to try to come at me for. Come on. They're bullshitting you, and you got to know that. They're bullshitting you. All right? They're weak-minded motherfuckers, man. They just hope you uh, fall for the okie doke. Hold on, I didn't see this one. I'm just now seeing it.
Alright, so look, do you know why they call low-income neighborhoods the projects?
I mean, they really call it that because it's a project for corporate America.
What you mean?
If we being real, bro, the projects has been outdated like since 2000s, bro. Like if we want to be real, we could that ass call it the cycle now, bro.
The name projects been outdated since the 2000s?
Yeah. Call it the cycle, bro. Because if you think about it, they've been recycling guns and drugs in the projects for over 30 years now, bro. And I know for a fact it's people with power poisoning the projects, bro. And it's so true because the CIA used to use drug money to like fund the military, which means they don't care about the people from inner cities, bro. And it's only to keep people of color like down and out literally right after, well, slavery and segregation ended.
Alright, so look, how do you like beat the projects?
Nigga, I don't know, bro. I'm only 12 years old, bro. I just found out you're supposed to put cereal before the milk. As long as we keep killing each other, the project is working, bro.
But that's the importance of understanding and teaching our young kids the truth. But if all they know is that white, did this, all you're doing is just repeating the cycle of stupidity. I don't know what the rate is, but it's well over 40% of black kids that are graduating from high school. They can't read, from what I'm understanding, from what I've seen, because they're going to an all-white school, or they're halfway going to a black school and public school. They're not getting any kind of education at all. If I'm wrong with that, let me know. If I'm right with that, let me know. But we have got to teach our own kids what is really going on. So I'm going to get on out of here on X, and let's see. I'm going to go to this one. Where am I? Hold on. How did I bring this one? Okay. So there was another. That was just a Facebook thing. So let me go on to the next positive video about us and how we are striving. Because you know, the media will never ever tell you the truth about black folks and what we're doing. The Sahel group, Burkina Faso, if I'm pronouncing that correct, just came up with the car. An electric car that charges up in 30 minutes and it goes 300 miles. A car. They're producing their own gold. They're revamping the neighborhood, the housing, everything. So let me go on to here, and I'll be right back.
Our time because they can't compete financially with white men currently because white men earn them. And they also can't compete in their households because even though currently they are making more than black women, not enough to be considered. The gap in income between a black woman and a black man isn't enough for him to get the label of primary breadwinner for his household. So he's on average. So he's stuck in this place where he feels like he can't compete with the white male because he's making less money. And he also feels like he can't sustain his household because even though he might be making more than his wife, the gap is a big. I can't breadwinner.
How sensitive. So, what power do we have on?
Where black women are graduating from college with their concerns that there's some part of section there but
Can you guys hear that?
Especially black women.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to see how I can fix that.
Our society,
Hold on.
black women are making a lot more money, most part.
Black women are excelling. They're getting accelerated degrees, graduate degrees, doctorate degrees. They're starting businesses. I don't know.
This is not about a competition. It's about level setting the conversation so we can have relationship discussions in good faith.
Okay, not clear, Ma.
Usual weekly earnings of wage and salary workers news release 18 January 2024. And this is from 2023 fourth quarter earnings. Among the major race and ethnicity groups, the 2023 fourth quarter median annual earnings were Asian men were at the top at 90,000, Asian women, 71,000. White men, 69,000 annually. White women, $55,000 annually. Black men, $55,000 annually. Black women, $50,470. Hispanic men, $50,100. Hispanic women, $43,880. Black men are number 5. Black women are right behind them on number 6. And this is 2023 fourth quarter. Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. Usual weekly earnings of wage and salary workers fourth quarter 2024. I just told you guys that black men were number 5, black women were right under them at number 6. Among the major race and ethnicity groups, 2024 fourth quarter median annual earnings: Asian men 87,000, Asian women 71,000, white men 68,000, and look at what we have here. Black men in the fourth quarter of 2024 earned $58,136. The black men earn $1,118 for every quarter weekly. Then we would earn $58,000. I just put the approximates up there just to give y'all an example of where we stand. Okay, higher than white women. This is the first time that black men have ever out-earned white men or white women. Black men for the fourth quarter in 2004 increased their earnings to finally out-earn white women. So that puts us for that quarter in the number 4 position. Remember, like I said, last year, fourth quarter, number 5. So black men are increasing their annual income moving into 2025. Shout out to you, black men. I told y'all, just keep going, man. Keep going. No matter what y'all see on social media, people calling the black community a matriarch. The black community would be in shambles if it wasn't for black men. In response to, what do black men do? Black men, I got you. Out of 3% majority black-owned businesses, 53% of majority-owned black are owned by black men. 39% had black women majority owners, while 8% had equal male/female ownership. Black men own about 95% of black-owned banks in the United States. Yes, black people do own banks. I have a whole video out there that I'm going to show you guys a thumbnail for. And also, as of February 2024, there were 16 black billionaires in the world. And of those 16, 10 are from the United States, with 8 of those billionaires in the United States being black men, and only 2 are black women. As of 2023, there were nearly 2 billion black billionaires in the United States, which is about 8.8% of the total number of billionaires in the country. Remember, black men only represent 7% of the population, the U.S. population. Black men roughly represent 80% of the millionaires in the black community. Black men own 18 of the 20th largest black businesses in the United States, which stem from goods and services, industrial, entertainment, transportation, finance, companies in communication, engineering, food services, and farming. Also, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, there are over 100,000 barbers in America.
Okay.
Slightly more than 20% of those barbers are black men, even though black men only represent 7% of the population. Crazy, right? African American barbers are a significant component of the men's grooming industry that Forbes estimated in 2015 to exceed $20 billion. Yeah, you are doing great. I'm proud of you. So, white women were right behind black men for the fourth quarter of 2024 with $56,888. Hispanic men actually jumped from 7 to 6. Unfortunately, black women dropped in the fourth quarter. And this is the second time that this has happened. So 50,856 is the first time that Hispanic men have leapfrogged black women.
Can you guys hear
I'm
it?
going to see why this matters and why he's speaking to black women about their economic standing. Because I did not want to see this happen. Hispanic women are still
Hey, Brother Willie, good on. Good evening.
$88. So, what does that mean? The last time I showed you guys this information, I told you that there was a decrease and an increase in the black community. Black men's annual income increased, black women's annual income decreased. Now, you see fourth quarter 2024, Hispanic men have now taken over black women in the earnings department for that particular quarter, weekly earnings. I'm trying to explain this as best possible. For 12 weeks, Hispanic men out-earned black women in the fourth quarter. 2023, black men in the fourth quarter were number 5. Now they're number 4 for the fourth quarter 2024. And you see right there, black women were right behind black men at 6. Now it's Hispanic men and black women dropped to 7. So the way that the BLS gets the averages for the year is every time they put out an earnings report for every quarter. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. I just showed you guys the fourth quarter. So they averaged out all of those earnings reports from every quarter, which are 4 income reports, and they put them all together and they tell you how much everybody made for the complete year. Median usual weekly earnings of full-time wage and salary workers by selected characteristics annual averages. You have Asian men, 89,000, Asian women, 70,000, white men, 66,000, white women, 55,000, black men, 52,000. We earned $1,000 every week. But Hispanic men actually out-earned black women for the whole year of 2024 at 50,000. Black women's annual earnings decreased to $47,944, and Hispanic women are still in aid at $43,224. So, why is this important for the black community? For one, it shows you guys that whatever you hear in social media about black men and how we're suffering, it's not true. Yes, of course, we can do better. Everybody can do better, but we're on an upward trajectory. Now, what happened with black women, they're now earning less than Hispanic men. In regards to relationships, the most popular conversation that I see on these spaces is 50-50. And if you guys now see that black men make almost $5,000 more than black women, it may be in your best interest to fix your attitude and start partnering with these upward mobile black men. So the best way that we can, build generational wealth is to start partnering with one another. That's how we're going to build generation. The best way is to get married. Second best way is to partner, cooperate, be friendly, nice, things of that nature. Speaking directly to black women, because this is not good. It's not a good. Shout out to black men for out earning anybody white, because y'all know how much we go through within the black community and outside of the black community. And for us to do that and hit this milestone for 2024 fourth quarter, it's absolutely amazing. So again, salute to black men. I'm proud of you guys, and hopefully we can get our sisters on board so they can start understanding that, hey, you got some leaders in the black community, and they ain't gonna stop here. 2025 just hit, and I'm predicting that you'll see a spike in black men's earnings. So again, shout out to black men. God bless them.
All right. Let me go on before
Because the trope of the absent black father is so pervasive.
Now, she talking about the absent father. We're not absent. We're there more so, like my brother here was saying about Israel, too. Statistics show black men are very high earners, and the majority of black men take care of their children, married and not married, more than any other race. Let's stop the false narrative. So this is going to be carried over into the video for the next 40 seconds. I'll be right back.
Because the trope of the absent black father is so pervasive doesn't mean it's true. And in fact, that's exactly what that CDC report found. When compared to white or Hispanic fathers, black fathers were actually more likely to be involved in their children's lives in almost every way. They were even more likely to have bathed, diapered, or dressed their kids, eaten a meal with them, played with them, helped them with homework, and taken them to and from activities.
Another satisfying
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Listen, let me hold on. Let me get rid of this one. Did I come? Okay, and let me. Oh, okay, okay, okay. But Eli, hold on. So uh, let me. There wasn't nothing there. So let me go back and bring in brother Elias. What's up, man? You got what's going on, baby boy?
Chillin', man. How you been, man?
Yeah, you got it, you got it.
A long time, bro.
No, it's only a week.
Nah, I've been longer than that. Cut it out, man. It's all
Nah,
good. How you been? Good to see you, man.
yeah. Same.
All right. I'm listening. I heard a lot of what you got to say, so, you know.
Well, yeah, you jump on the ass like we should be doing every day, every minute, every second. We'll be doing.
Hey, bro, before we get started, I just want to let you know I can only stay another hour and 10 minutes, so I don't want to, I don't want to tell you at the last second.
Okay.
Okay.
I might be wrong. Yeah.
Okay. Just to let you know in case.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
When you're ready for me, I'm here. Just do your thing.
yeah. Okay. All right. So tonight, Brother Live, we're talking about DEI and who getting the benefits and who not, and how they play the game. White folks in the white media, they can make uh, an innocent man guilty and a guilty man innocent. Feel me? And it is so insidious that if, like you say, if you tell a lie long enough, it'll uh, it'll pan itself out to be true, but that's not true. So the worst fathers and mothers and people on the planet, as we know, are these white folks who are prancing around and acting like they're superior. But just like I don't know what would be a good example of that. I don't know, just like Bruce Lee, right? I think everybody know who Bruce Lee is. He's still significant figure in the history of martial art. The man had natural gift for fighting. A professional teacher, Sifu, whatever you want to call him, and he had, from what I know and from what I've listened to, he never had any racial animus toward black people. His first student was a black guy. If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember his name. He was very good with Jeet Kune Do. But the idea is that the man or people like him are naturally superior to people who don't have those skills, but he's not putting them down, talking them out of their, uh, uh, out of their naturalness and saying that they ain't shit or you ain't gonna never be shit or, you know what I mean? So if you really are superior, you don't have to boast.
Hey, brother Isaiah,
Yeah, go ahead.
what you just said, I'm not going to jump in. I just needed to interject for a second. What you stated about his first student was true. His name was Jesse Glover.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was looking for that in my brain. Jesse Glover, yeah. So, It's just mind blowing that we're still falling for the okie doke of this Wizard of Oz hiding behind the curtain of civility, of intelligence, of whatever. And these people are the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. They got a 200-year, or even if you want to say 500-year start, and they still whining and moaning and bitching. How do you do that? You got all the motherfucking resources in the world, according to you. 99% of the world is yours. But you still want the other 1%, but you losing the 99% real quick. They've never been better than us at anything. Never, ever will be. They're bullshit artists. They're liars, schemers, connivers, and killers. That's all they fucking do. Okay, can you mute your mic? Well, I think it might be some blowback.
My mic is already unmuted, bro. I always got it on mute unless
Oh,
I'm
okay,
talking to you.
okay. So, with all of that being said, it's just mind blowing that we're still going down this bullshit road of kumbaya. I want to go to white restaurants and white spaces and mingle and kumbaya moments and trying to get along. Man, fuck these motherfuckers. They don't like us. We don't like them. It's like oil and fucking water. They don't have a soul. They don't have a spirit. They have nothing but enmity in their hearts and soul. And this is the reason why they're suffering from heart attacks and stroke. They just cannot deal with the fact that we are their parent. They cannot deal with the fact they have never created anything outside of the 4D: death, destruction, disease, and despair, and deprivation. I want to put that in there, another D. And the fact that they will never be anything other than what they are. Our ancestors said that out of Egypt, Greece and Rome, and now. I mean, they're reverting back to how they are. They don't even take baths. And if you look on YouTube, don't take my word for it, but if you look on YouTube, they allow their kid to go a week without taking a bath. Now you know they stinking ass. They gotta be stinking. How do you? I can't even imagine going, let alone a day. Man, I take a bath at least 3 times a day: morning, afternoon, nighttime. Cause I'm retired, and sometimes when I just feel kind of sticky, you know what I mean? You've been sweating, or you feel, man, your ass, man.
Hey, bro, you got to remember, man, they was in them caves for a long time. So,
I wouldn't give a fuck what it was. This some nasty motherfucker.
hey, so when they came out them caves and they came around us, man, they weren't used to bathing every day. They ain't had no running water, no. Everything was ice, bro. You read the Iceman Inheritance.
I feel you on that one, but
They got dried up shit in their ass for a week. What are you talking about? Come on now. They wipe their ass with ice. What are you talking about, bro? Come on now.
oh man, yeah, I can't even. Oh, I
Hey,
can't
that's
even.
where the expression "cold shit" came from.
Wait, say that again.
That's where the expression "cold shit" came from.
Well, I can agree with that. I felt that one. But I mean, like, who want to be white? You know, and the only reason why a lot of so-called, I don't want to say a lot, but whatever percentage of black folks are that want to be white, because they have this. How do you put it? You know, they say all white folks having all the fun, all the money, all the everything, all the benefits. Of course, you're gonna want to be not white, but you want to have the privileges of them. That's just what that shit is. But when you put all that shit to the side, you still come to the conclusion that white folks ain't shit. but a polisher. They're flies because they like buzzing around shit. And black people like bees. We're always productive. We're always creating honey. We're always helping other plants grow and pollinate them. But a bee trying to convince a fly that eating honey is better than eating shit, you might as well just throw that shit out the window. White folks are not going to listen. They're too prideful. Their eyes are covered with pride. They can't even see their own downfall. The handwriting is on the wall. You feel me? So, you know, yeah, I'm preaching to the choir. I guess. Indian, Chinese, yeah, yes. Hold on, I gotta put that up, Sister man. You know, and them motherfucking Indians, even though they black out of India, they I seen the video. They
They're
drinking,
not. They're not.
they drinking shit. I'm sorry, drinking shit.
Indians are not black people, brother.
What? Hold on. Well, India is the daughter of Africa.
It depends on the type of Indian you're talking about. Most of the Indians, I'm talking about East India. I'm not talking about over here in America, the Native American, who are not black either. Most of the Indian people have eukaryotic melanin. That is the indicator of not blackness. The same as we have prokaryotic melanin. They have eukaryotic melanin.
Oh, you melanin.
Right. Well, yeah. There's prokaryotic and then there's eukaryotic, which is eumelanin, the same thing.
Okay.
Right.
I'll let that go. I'm not going down that road, sir.
I'll send you a link so you can see where I'm coming from.
Okay. So, yeah. So Mars says Indian and Chinese are fiercer than European. I agree. I mean, because so tomorrow I saw with my own eyes how people in India, the country, are drinking shit and playing in cow shit, like and rolling up in big ass balls or snowballs, like thing, and throwing it at each other. Like what? And then you know the Ganges River and all them water, it just filled with piss and shit, and they taking that shit out in public, out in the open. Like motherfucker, you never heard of a bathroom toilet? You know that killed me. I was interested in going to see the Taj Mahal. You know, but now, man, fuck you. I don't know. I might still go, but I wouldn't be able to trust the food. That's for sure. I'd probably just spend one day there and get on, be about my business. But anyways, let me go on. Let me see where I'm at first of all. Okay, so this is the next video. Can you guys see that? Can you see that, but Elias? Hold on. Let me see that. Oh, so let me play this again.
Realize that the most racist scientific community ever were 19th century anthropologists. They're the ones that set up the race and the this, and white male humans were at the top of the evolutionary ladder, and blacks and everybody else were lower, still evolving, closer to the apes, and all of this. This was going on for coming out of the 18th century into the 19th century. My point is, in the 1990s, now that we do genetic tracking of things, now we do genetic tracking, the world found out that Europeans are between 1% and 3% Neanderthal genetically, and Africans are 0% Neanderthal. So in the 1990s, research papers started coming out talking about how the behavior and the methods of Neanderthals must have been, and how they used a complete facelift of the Neanderthal that started at the time they learned it.
All right. So let me put a little salt and pepper on that because this is what I talk about in my book, The White Man's Burden of Lies and Deceit. Hold on. Of Lies and Deceit.
Brother Isaiah, real quick,
Yeah.
I got it the other way around, and I apologize to you.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying we are eukaryotic cells, and I meant it the other way around. I confused the two. I dropped a little AI overview in the link when you get it, in the chat when you get a chance to look at it. That's all.
Okay. All right. Cool. So this is my book, The White Man's Burden of Lies and Deceit. It's about 1,000 pages long. And when I tell you I went through it, I went through it. I mean, tooth and nail, dotting every I and crossing every T, very thorough. And to be honest with you, I never wanted to write the book. I always thought about it, writing in a book like this. But like you and I discussed, Brother Elijah, you know, our ancestors were on my ass, man. And you know, just to be honest, you know, I was fighting tooth and nail trying to not to write it, but they wouldn't get off my fucking back. So I'm glad I did it, and it spilled over into book 2, which is The White Man's Burden of Lies and Deceit 2, Understanding uh, White Supremacy. It's all a show. That's all what it is. And this is the book 2 is about 700 pages. So for $40, you're getting a hell of a lot of information. And I'm not just saying that just because I wrote it or just because I want to make money. I got money. You know what I mean? It ain't like that. But it is for our own people to understand the history of what happened, why it happened, how it happened, who did what, and under what circumstances. All right. So this is what a real Indian looks like. America was not named after a Caucasian Italian man, Amerigo Vespucci. America was named after an indigenous native woman of color named Amerique, and bless the female that is named after her. The name Eric, Erica, Eric, Erica is ancient, sacred, and powerful. All right. Then you got this. This is what they do. It's all they fucking do. Why do they purchase? Because you're the most hated motherfuckers on the goddamn planet. That's
Can I ask you a question? Who named it? Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who named it Turtle Island?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of wondered about that. I got into it.
Yeah, but Turtle Island is for North and South America, all of the Americas, from all the way from the top of Canada to the bottom of Tierra del Fuego.
Oh, okay. All right. Good information. This is what Christopher Columbus looked like, a Portuguese Jew coming out of Spain. This is not the actual typical face, but the man was black. All right.
They say he was a Jew too.
Yeah, he was a Jew too.
A Khazar Jew, not from Judea.
Right. He's from Portugal, right?
No, supposedly he was from Italy.
No, well, you know what? There are two of them. One from Portugal, the other one from Italy. Now I might be wrong.
I mean, at the end of the day, he went to Spain to get his money from Isabella and I believe Queen Philip, or I don't remember exactly the details of that. But
Right.
he.
Okay. This one is Gamal Nasser, who was the ex-president of Egypt. He said the war for Israel. When he was asked about peace in the Middle East, the late president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, stated the Jews will never be able to live here in peace because they left here black but came back white. And this is one of my favorites, which is true. Please, ancestor, I need your guidance. Their guidance is a fucking cave, bastard. Booga, 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 booga. That's all they're going to do. That's all they're going to have. That's all they're going to say. So, with all of that being said, we know the game. We know the script. We just have to fine tune our mind, heart, and soul so that we can understand where we are to get to where we want to be. You always got to have a game plan, and plan A, B, C, D, E, all the way up to Z, Z, A, Z, B, Z3, and on and on and on and on. Because our ancestors planned it all out. Our ancestors in the what we call the Middle East, which is Northeast Africa, for example, had the Moorish gate there. It's still there. All of that area was put into a trust for our present day brothers and sisters who are real Jews. And Israel can't do a motherfucking thing about it. Netanyahu and the wannabe Jew can't do shit about it. It's all in a trust. It's called the WA Trust or something like that. I don't know what it is, how you say it in Arabic.
How do you say it again?
Called the WA, WAQF, the WA. But I don't know. It's Arabic, but I don't know how you spell it. But I believe that's how you pronounce it, the WA. But I talk about that in detail in my book too. But it's so important, man. You cannot ignore history. That is our ancestors speaking to us to this present moment, or in this present moment. So hold on, let me see. We did that one. Okay, so let's see. Now, white folk, imagine getting a 500-year head start. Free land, free labor, endless resources, endless advancement. Never for your talent, only for your pale skin. Just to end up the majority on government assistance and having the caucasity to abuse it. So let's watch this. These motherfuckers natural born criminals.
Hung their heads, others wore their feelings right there on their t-shirts. Today, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office announced an undercover operation they've been working on for months.
The video isn't showing. If it's a video,
Hold on. Say what now?
the video was not showing. It's a video.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. See, I got that on. Okay, that's why. Okay, I got that on. Okay. So let me start it up, and we'll go right back to it.
Hung their heads, others wore their feelings right there on their t-shirts. Today, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office announced an undercover operation they've been working on for months, resulted in more than 100 arrest warrants and close to 40 arrests.
Look like that bitch eat too much anyway.
We're like one of maybe 3 or 4 law enforcement agencies in the state of Florida that have decided to do something about this.
And it has to do with just that. Meal tickets in the form of EBT cards for low-income individuals being fraudulently used. One part of the investigation centered around Gerald Millis, a local restaurant owner who police say purchased EBT cards from people for 50 to 60 cents on the dollar, and then stocked his local Pizza Pros restaurant with food he bought using those cards.
We were able to determine that he used 53 different EBT cards at Sam's Club.
Police say 55 people were also caught illegally selling their EBT cards to undercover detectives.
A couple of them said, "I'm headed to go get some rock cocaine."
A beyond frustrating reality for taxpayers who today learned their hard-earned money is being misused. Locked in.
All right. And before I go back to the screen and really talk about that into more detail, no, and I'm going to cut back. Let me do that right now. So, with all of what's been shown and all of what we talked about, what are your thoughts?
I'm glad the internet has done something no one else has been able to do, or at no other time could have been done. In that, now when you have a debate or a discourse, let's say discourse, so that we don't make it into something contentious. You don't have to argue with people anymore to make a point, because even myself, before I became this person that I am today, who knows a little more than most, I used to always hear people say that, you know, it's quote statistics like, you know, there are more white people on welfare, and because the perception of who they are is they're greater. You know, you go through a phase where it's like you hear it, but you doubt it. Then you keep hearing it, and then you look into it, and then boom, the internet comes, and then you can quote statistics from the government itself. You don't have to, you know, look for 18 different sources to make your point and say. So with that video right there that you just showed, as short as it was, it proves that they do a lot of the same shit we think we created, because we doing it in the hood. They doing it on a whole nother level. Some of them motherfuckers get $2,000-$3,000 worth of food stamps a month, and they ain't got 8 or 9 kids that they got under them. So they got other shit that they got. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I heard some years ago how these Khazars coming from Israel, all they got to do when they get to the United States is sign on the dotted line for their welfare benefits. And I'm talking about gobs of food stamps, gobs of cash, and all that other shit. All they got to do when they get to the welfare office in New York, in particular, I can't speak of other places. I'm from New York. You know, they come there, they sign on the dotted line, they're out of there. They don't got to do all that extra shit we got to do, waiting there. They investigating your asshole, between your toes, under your toenails. No. They come from outside of the country straight to get a damn monthly check every month. And some parts of Brooklyn, especially where Gavin Cato got killed some years ago, Crown Heights, is a black and Jewish neighborhood, unlike any other neighborhood I've ever seen in New York. And whenever you go in their stores or whatever, they all pulling out EBT cards. I've seen this myself. I'm not talking about, you know, what I've heard or read or heard in a lecture. So, you know, I'm being specific to what I've seen as far as they're concerned. But this is all over the country as well. A lot of people we think are middle class or even above, they're on the system too. So, you know, I don't feel guilty about any of us being on the system, because they getting way more than we get. We getting the minimum. And if you know a little something, you might get a little more, but they get the benefits of the benefits, and we just get benefits. So with that said, I yield back to you, bro. You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah. So thank you for that. So we're a little bit over an hour in, and we still got quite a few to go. Wow, quite a few to go. So let's get it cracking and try to whittle these things down. So
anything to rebut what I said or add on to what I said, bro?
Say what again?
I said anything to rebut or add on to what I said?
No, other than white folks, just white folks are dumb motherfuckers, man. They pointing the finger at you like this, but they got 3 fingers pointing back at them. Man, fuck these motherfuckers. I don't like white folks, man. Because once they say that they're white, you automatically know you're talking to a motherfucking delusional fool. Just point blank, end of that discussion, no further argument. It is what it is. So let's try to go through these. I really want to get to the video with Michi. Have you ever heard of Michi X on YouTube?
Name sounds familiar, but I can't say I'm familiar with him or her.
Okay. I'll show you.
What are we about to get into?
Well, we're about to cover what's going on in Africa and these hundreds upon hundreds of white men, mercenaries, committing genocide and stealing. So I'll be right back.
Brother Isaiah, it's not playing.
Hold on, hold on. Let me go back a little bit. So I'm just gonna wait a few seconds to see if I might move forward a little bit faster. Hold on, let me check.
Where is this? Congo?
No, that's
Burkina?
in the Congo.
Okay.
Yeah, hundreds of white foreign mercenaries who were looting minerals while committing genocides in Congo have been captured. Hundreds of white foreigners yeah, it's the same thing. So I'm just gonna let it run up a little bit. Let's see, it'll play out. Hold on.
We can't hear it, brother. We can't hear it. I can't hear it.
Well, yeah, it's not much words. It's just a video, basically. So it's just letting you know what these demons are doing in the Congo. And I don't know why. Well, I don't know what's going on legally speaking, but all these bastards need to be uh, um, executed for war crimes and crimes against humanity, and for stealing. That's all what they do. So there's no word. So I might just go on to the next one, but you'll see the gist of what's been going what's going on.
Right. Brother Isaiah, I got a question.
Yeah.
I know they don't have much intel, at least publicly yet, on who these dudes are, but I'm going to have to assume primarily they're French. Is that true?
Wait. Say that again?
Where are most of these guys from, as far as you know?
Oh, and throughout Europe.
Okay, throughout Europe, not just one country.
Mm-mm.
Right. The reason why I asked is because primarily France, Germany, and one other country, I don't remember offhand right now which one it is, all broke. And what I'm thinking, hello? Can you quiet the music? Can you quiet that music so I can speak, please?
Hold on. Go ahead.
What I'm thinking is primarily it would be from those two countries with a mixture of South Africa thrown in because we know their governments are going broke and they need money to finance their machines that they're not getting from the French colonies that are all basically kicking their asses out of there. I got it on good authority from a good source a few days ago that Nigeria kicked out the U.S. military out of Nigeria. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you confirming something I already heard. And Nigeria is the biggest country population-wise in Africa. So if they don't have a presence there with all that oil and so on and so forth, and then remember, if you don't remember, I'm sure you remember a few weeks ago, I showed you a mountain of copper that collapsed in the Congo as well. So they're probably trying to get that because copper is needed all over the world, and I'm sure it's refined where you don't need to do much to it to get it to be to put it in productivity. Copper is the number one conductor of electricity in most of the circuitry we use. Cheaper than gold too, way cheaper. Right. They call copper the cheap gold or something like that. I don't remember the expression quite there, but it's a great conductor of electricity, so it's very needed everywhere. And with that, I yield. I let you talk.
Okay.
Like you said, brother, as well. One more thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna stop talking. If found guilty, if they're there, like you said, stealing, and they're mercenaries primarily, they need to be executed. And if they were just stealing, they need to be jailed for 25 years.
Hell, 40. Hard labor, slave to the general population, everything. But I wouldn't even give them that. All of them are guilty of war crimes, so they should be killed. You hear me?
I'm with it.
I said, did you hear me?
I said I'm with it.
Oh, okay, cool. So we're wrapping up. We got a minute left to this video. I'm sorry I had to cut the video off, but I'm eating right now.
Well, you need to pass that over here. I'm hungry.
Uh-huh. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Pretty soon they all gonna be doing what that dude in the blue is doing.
Who?
Pretty soon they're all going to be doing what the guy in the blue is doing.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. That's a wrap for that one. Before I get into that one and move forward, hold on. Trying to get my mouth emptied out with the food in it. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that thing was good, buddy. So, but yeah, look, the Burkina Faso just came out with a car. It can go 300 miles, and it's an electric car. And it can go 300 miles, and it charges it to full capacity of 30 minutes. Ain't that something? So you can see how when we become united, we can't be stopped. This is what white folks fear, and this is what the head of the FBI in the 40s and 50s and 60s or whatever, when they said the greatest threat to America and white, in other words, white folks, is black domination, black superiority, and black unity.
Brother Isaiah,
Yeah, go
what
ahead.
what about that lady? She was a high government official in the Israeli government who said that the biggest, I mean, she said this years ago, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, recently in the last 10, 15 years. She said that the biggest threat to Israel was African American youth. Do you remember that?
No, I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for the link. I'll just send it to the chat.
Okay, all right. So here where we are. The answer to our problem is turning our back on these demons in human skin. Stop fucking with them. We don't need them motherfuckers. They need us. We don't need white people at all. They need us. We can have our own schools, and we have our own schools where our kids go to school and learn to read and write and think selectively, intelligently, openly, honestly, and learning the true history of their people, of our ancestors, and passing that legacy on to them, and making sure that they are doing what they're supposed to do, and never again dealing with these demons. But if you do deal with them, if you do it, make sure you dot every I and cross every fucking T, and be careful with them black white motherfuckers too. 'Cause they even worse. They look just like you. So hold on, let me go back into the. Oh no, it's already there. So let me go to the next one, and this is one is by my friend Tariq Jabral. Uh, it says Harvard geneticist David Rice state that from DNA samples from around the world, all non-African people are essentially evolved. Neanderthals were Europeans having the highest DNA markers at 20%, which means they grow tails. This is one of the reasons probably they grow tails. And that's the picture that you see on my book, the white woman with a tail along with the dog. With Africans and their descendants having virtually none, have none, not virtually. What is virtually none? Either none or ain't. You feel me? Scientists surmise roughly 55,000 years ago, Homo sapiens sapiens, which is us, outside of the African continent, interbred with the Neanderthal. As a result, everyone alive today whose ancestors live outside of Africa inherited a small but significant trait of Neanderthal DNA. I don't have none of that motherfucking shit. I know what the hell you talking. Scientists also believe Neanderthals were originally an African subspecies that left Africa around 100,000. I don't believe that either. And they didn't look like this either. They were covered with hair from top to bottom. These
These
nasty
nasty
motherfuckers.
motherfuckers.
I mean, I tell you,
I tell you,
if they
if they
only knew
only knew
how they were and how they still are, hold on, let me see, and how they were and how they still are, they would be surprised. They would be heartbroken. They would commit suicide. You feel me? And I love this sister here, man. She really get into it. Her name is Ivana Bolanga. Oh, so let's see what she's talking about. I'm only bringing her up because of the beautiful nature of our women. Black women are the goddess or the goddesses of the universe, of this planet. Hold on. Wow, what the hell? Well, read the words here. All right, so let me see what the next one is. Now we're gonna get into the DEI now and how that's flowing and what this is the Dominican guy. He's a little saucy, but
As a Latino.
hold on. So tonight, like I was saying, we're gonna be covering the importance of the EO of the 1960s that was passed and signed by Johnson. That didn't mean shit. The most important one is the one of 1865 that was written for everyone, including the slaves, white slaves, and prisoners of war slaves, the black slaves. There were black people who owned white slaves, guys. Virginia was the first state that made it illegal for black people to buy white people. They came over here as serfs. This is where we get landlord from. This is where we get the villain from. King James brought these bastards over here. I wish he had not, but he did, to work the sugar plantation and the tobacco plantation, owned by black folks, the king himself. Now, if you want to talk about, reparations for that, then you're going to have to fight it out with England. You have to fight it out with France. You're going to have to fight it out with Spain. America only started in 1776. And slavery ended in 1865, but America stopped the importation of slaves in 1802, 3 or 4, somewhere around there. So what the fuck are you talking about? You've been lied to and you've been carrying this motherfucker. We've been slaves for 400 years. I want my reparations. You're not gonna get no motherfucking reparations for 400 years, nigga. You only enslaved up until about 90 years. That's it. Ain't that enough? Oh shit! What the fuck? And how do you even? How do you? How do you do that addition and multiplication or division? 400 years. I don't know, man. I don't know. But
Hey,
like
brother Isaiah, real quick. I dropped the video that I was telling you about with the Israeli lady saying that African American youth is 4 minutes long. If you want to check it out, yeah, there you go. Okay, before we move on, I'm saying.
Okay. So, Sister Maya, who is partnering with China Can you get a little bit more clarification about that? So what we're going to do, we're going to go right on and try to wipe a lot of these off. And this is a Latino guy from the Dominican Republic talking about how disgusted he is with some. I'm not going to say all Dominicans like that, just some, just out of ignorance. They're just saying shit just to be going. But they bringing their asses right on back here. I'll be right back. Hold on.
I've never been more embarrassed and more disappointed in the Latin community for even voting or thinking of voting for Trump. Voting against your own self-interest is counterproductive. It's insane to me. Like, y'all don't make no sense. What's not clicking? And let's be very serious. Latinos voted for Trump because they want to be as close to whiteness as possible. It's because they are anti-black. It's because of the internalized racism. It's because of the pure not even internalized. It's for the outward racism. That's really mainly what it was. As a Latino, I've never been more embarrassed.
So, um, people who don't know the history are doomed to repeat it and are acting in a way that is unconventional, that is not conventional, that is not natural. So you want to latch out to the people who seem to be at the bottom, but we really are at the top. And this is the reason why a lot of people, both black, white, Asian, Mexican, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they don't know the history of America. If they actually, brother Elijah, if they actually knew that black people created the 13 colonies, they lose their motherfucking mind.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
And when they find out that Hawaii is not a state, Alaska is not a state, they were never given a what do you call that?
The votes wasn't ratified properly in Congress.
Right.
Right. The majority of the people have to agree to become a state. So what they do is they buy property and then they have people move there and then say, okay, our representative said they want to be a state for protection under the United States Constitution.
Yeah, but that never happened. A plebiscite is what I was trying to say. So Hawaii, as a black kingdom and a black queen and king, that land need to be given back as well as Alaska. So, but anyway,
Wait, hold on, brother, hold on. You touched I said this on the show before. You got to understand something. The doctrine of discovery was rescinded 2 years ago, March 30th, 2023. Everybody got to get their shit back.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, I sent you a link. I've sent you links on that. I'm constantly putting that in my articles because I have to remind people they need to act sovereign, not sovereign citizenship, sovereign.
Right.
President Trump is the sovereign.
Right, but that's what Nessera Gesserit is all about, right?
Somewhat.
Nessera Gesserit is what that was all about.
Yeah, that's it. Somewhat.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Kind of breaking up. So, hold on. Let me go on to the next video. We're coming. We're going at a good pace. And then I'll be right back. I don't know why it's not playing loud. This is about DEI. We only take about 4%. White folks take out the rest.
All these changes are racial
Bluetooth mode.
Are you mad because you did that? Yeah. Right. Let's go to another one. Why would so why we do it? Well, so sure different.
Hold on.
Oh, does God say that he shows that the number action of Taiwan just turned 16? So, I would actually, and then natural to put, now the fact that so, if you guys are mad, the social tumblr, you don't even get back.
No? Hmm? Disconnectable?
But this thing, that's not true. But of course, the crisis will happen. Round up, on purpose. Just let's hold on. So, let's go to another one. Look at that. This is amazing. So, the Trump administration is a program that provides a consistent to Americans with not protected, such as welfare, unemployment, social security, student loans, and benefits. Oh, so you see what happens to what us all have to say. Here's my last screenshot, you guys. That I looked up by myself, because myself. So you see how you do that work? Instead of just believing I need y'all to stop just believing everything you see. I need y'all to actually go research before the headline about them. And see, especially when it comes to my life, that's going to be much of an as following in a whole way. Nobody did that. Nobody did that. I need y'all to tighten up. Just for yourself. Stop believing everything you see. Off the bat. Stop believing headlines and search for yourself. Because they know how to use our emotions. They've been doing it for years. Oh, black people when we back in the day shipped off the apple. Oh, they say this all this time because you know that that gets us together and that gets us together. Don't stop falling for everything.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see. I got the speaker here, so I'm gonna see if it'll get hooked back up. Boy. Give me a minute. Uh, but if not, we'll just continue doing what we're doing. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So I got the speaker on. You want to hear that again, or you think it's worth playing again? Were you able to hear it?
Not at all, brother. And not only that, the video wasn't showing, so we couldn't even read with it.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I was messing around. That's what was going on. So let me play that again. Can you put it on your phone on mic on mute?
Do you see that red? Do you see the red? My name in red?
All right.
You see
Do
my
I?
name in red?
No.
Okay, you don't see it on your screen? My name in red, Blacksmith?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, when my mic is off, look, I'm about to turn it off. You're gonna see that the mic come up like with a line through it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So when you
Okay,
see, if you think it's me and you see that, then it ain't me. Cause you got a lot of background in the back, bro.
okay. All right. So let me play this again, and I'll be right back. Let's discuss something because a lot has happened in the past week, and people are getting on my nerves. So, why is the black community upset now?
We can hear it now, but show the video. Now you're muted. I don't hear nothing or see a video.
Well, I apologize. When I went out, it did not record. So we're back. So we're gonna video. We're gonna play the next video, and hopefully Elias will be back. Uh, you want a refund? I want a refund. I get a refund first. Hold on. So we're gonna go right back to the video, and then I'll be right back. Is that better, Brother Donald? Yeah, I know you're good. So is that better? You can hear it? Hold on. Hold on. I want to stop it there. I hope it's still fine. Let me go back. Yeah, it's still going back. Look like I got a lot of people who left. So, oh boy. Okay. Well, nobody here. Okay. Well, I'm going to continue on, so we'll let it play out. Hold on. All right. Hold on. So, look like I'm the only one here. But it's all good. That was my fault. I should have made this better. So anyway, we're going to continue on. We don't have that many to go. And we're going to come on up to this one. Okay. All right. We got somebody. Who here? Who here? We got somebody. I was about to say. But I apologize. That was my fault. I guess I should have had better technical experiences in getting the speaker on. So let me go on to the next video, and I'll be right back, and I'll make the comments that's appropriate. Yeah. Well, this one is an hour. I'm not going to talk about this one for too much, but this is the one uh, that I talked about during the show. So if you want to look at it, it's an hour and 20 minutes long. You can take it and um, look for it on X. And it's called Was His Dream Actually Our Nightmare? And it was. It was done by Michi X. And did Martin Luther King help us or hurt us? Here are the facts. You decide. So I'll probably play a few minutes of it, and then, if you guys want to check that out, you can. But I'll be right back, and we're going to play this one. Hold on. That's on her end, not mine. I'm gonna stop it there. So one of the things you got to realize is that evil always destroys itself and those who partake in it. Always, ALWAYS, and always, ALLWAYS. And the blessings and the curses of the parents shall always be on the shoulders of their children. It's always visited upon them. And this is probably why white folks are so scared. And they are scared of retribution. They are scared of dispossession. And they are being retributed with. They're not getting away with that. They would not tell you what is going on in the media in Europe and all around the world with white folks. Just not. So I want to get to the next video. We're not going to play it for very long. I just want you to get the feel of it. And this section where they talk about the black upper class and middle class was doing very well. Like I was saying before, black people before 1954 during the Civil Rights Act or during the Civil Rights Movement, which is the bullshit movement, were doing fine. Had money, had schools, had hospitals, had everything. And here come the fucking Johnny come lately nigga, taking all that away from you. So I'm gonna run this for about a couple of minutes and I'll be right back. Now, I'm going to stop it there. If you want to continue on, you can. It's very easy to find on YouTube. Did Martin Luther King help us or hurt us? Here are the facts. You decide with Michi X. Very good video. So let's see here. Cause it's an hour and 20 minutes now. I'm getting kind of tired. So we're 3 hours in as I speak now. So we'll get rid of that. Thank you for coming back for those who are here. And then here's another one. Oop, I got in trouble, man. All right, whatever. So this is a shorter video of the hour and 20-minute video. So I said what I said. Quit crying in the comments about Martin Luther King. And this is Michi X. So we're gonna play it all the way through. We don't have a lot to go. Uh, we're gonna do that one and then this one. We're just gonna bring these up so it can be ready to go. All these other ones are really short. This is the oil that was found in Niger, just the African country just flowing over with wealth. Oh, yeah, well, it's just 30 seconds, so we'll see that. I can get rid of that real quick. We're rich, guys. We're not poor. We're rich. And that's going to be shown throughout the world soon. So, let's see.
This one is let the Negro fight for his own. These are what the Latin Americans and Mexicans thought of us. Latin Americans of Mexican descent belong to the Caucasian race and therefore white. So you can see some of the comments. Let the Negro fight his own battles. His problems are not mine. I don't want to ally. Well, I know Negroes aren't getting their full share of democracy, but frankly, I'm prejudiced against Negroes, and I do not believe that they are entitled to everything we get. Is that right? So fuck you, motherfucker. I can get rid of that. Yeah, I can get rid of this one. And this one, let's see how long it is. It's only 40 seconds, so hold on. So she's talking about the guys and goddesses of the antiquity were all black. So we heard the truth. Learn your history, guys. You gotta learn it. Here you got a PJ on X. Hispanic waged an ethnic cleansing campaign against black Americans in California started in 1990. They were found guilty in federal court. They were also responsible for the largest anti-discrimination of lawsuits in California history brought by black warehouse workers. That's why you gotta use the 1865 Civil Rights Act. I'm telling you, I ain't stupid. Fuck the one in the 1965. That don't mean shit and don't do shit. They're bullshitting, hoping that you never discover the true power of the 1865 one that was and written and signed by Abraham Lincoln and Hannibal Hamlin, both black men, president and vice president. All right, so we can get rid of this one. We're coming down to it. Now this one, this is Alicia doing something. You heard him. You heard him. You can get rid of that one. Right. Now, this one is the Indian surname, a black European that came into America that was established by black people. You have the ethnic black Indian territory surname, 1860 to 1940, 1914, I'm sorry. It says check often for submission
from additional census records, although the 1830s Indian removals were among the static chapters in Native American U.S. relations, there was an underlying sense of order and command exhibited by each tribal chief, Mingo, Minko, or town king affiliated with the five civilized tribes. So if you can go through this, you got the Henderson roll, and if you got any of these surnames, you are native to the soil. You are a freeman, you are a foundation of Black America. Your last name is Aaron. Just go straight down the list. I'm going to make it go slow. And also, I'm going to put this in the comment too. Let me do that right quick. Copy and paste it. Now you're getting into the 1832 surnames of slaves in Mississippi Choctaw settlement. So I'm not going to go through all these. You pretty much know. I'm going to put erase this and put that information into the chat so you can, you know, uh, look it up yourself on Facebook. I know, Brother Don, you don't have Facebook, but I'm going to put this on your WhatsApp right now. Hold on. I don't know if I did it or not. Uh, here go the surname. Yeah, I came back, man. Can you believe it? That was it. Hold on. So, so now we're getting down to the real deal. Hold on, let me see. All right, you heard it there. We're slowly getting rid of these. Hold on. Now this is the Burkina Faso. They're coming out with their own car. Let's play it, and then we'll be right down to the last one. We'll be done for the night. right, you can see it. We are on our way, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna play that one. It's only 12 minutes long. That'll be it for the night. We'll get a little bit of the pictures that I want to focus in on, and we'll be out of here. Hold on. Heard it. Heard it. That's the shorter version of the hour and 20-minute one, or something like that. Whatever. The hour and 22-minute one. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to Brother Muhammad Maurice thing. Well, I wanted to point it out a couple of things. Yeah, we did this one. This is the black guy who created the video game. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't have PlayStation and all of that. There was an ancient war between human beings and Neanderthal, black and these cave people we call white tails. We raised them out of the caves and taught them how to walk. Good. And it is still going on. Yard, non-black DI hires, white folks, Indian, you name it. And here the black DI hires. And be honest, this is White D. Eisenhower, as you may know him. And I know he's a black guy. So you can't go by what you see. I mean, white folks got this shit so fucked up, it don't even make no damn sense as to who is white, who is black. Back then, you can be the blackest of black, you still be white if you're coming from Germany or Switzerland or something like that. And if you white, you were considered black and a slave. You know what I mean? The Son of God has come back every day, but you are waiting on a white man to show up. And this is Ku Klux Klan police officers going into. Yeah, well, we know them bastards and what they are, what they're supposed to be about. This one, Tupelo, Mississippi, with the Ku Klux Klan going into the police office, going to the police station. It's typical shit. Now, why would you send your kids to an all-white school and they got to deal with this bullshit? All these women, white women, don't want their kids to learn how they treated this woman when they were in school, based on ignorance. There's a reason the Bible calls us your enemy, and that we know that. We know that. The white man couldn't commit the atrocious acts against humanity without his co-conspirator, the white female. At least 53% of white women are the handmaidens of white nationalism. You know that as well. I'm trying to run this down. What this is. Okay, I'm gonna read this. There's mostly white women losing SNAP benefits. It says, yes, recent reports and trends suggest that mostly white women are disproportionately losing SNAP because they're the ones who get help. Focus on white women. While white women may represent a significant share of those losing SNAP benefits, it's important to note that Black, Hispanic, and Native American women are heavily impacted from the closing of that. However, white women often receive more attention in reports because they represent a larger numerical proportion or portion of SNAP benefits. There you go. Now this is one that really cracked me up. Black Capital on X. Inspector Phyllis Fong was forcibly removed from office. It was reported that she tried to tell security that she's hardworking, high IQ agents that earn her job through meritocracy, but they didn't listen. Bitch, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of my country, go back to take your ass back to China and make China great again, bitch. Fuck you. I like this one. This guy is very famous here or in Puerto Rico. I think he's from Puerto Rico. A reggaeton artist, Tego Calderon, named his son Malcolm X Calderon. He is a proud Afro-Boricua who is not ashamed of his African roots. And they're going to, if you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping in a closed room with a mosquito. Alright, President Trump has ordered federal prisons to transfer inmates who are transgender women to. That makes sense. Here we go. I have set aside this case specifically for you minorities. Now they still talking about these white Jews are minorities. I gotta be. Now you got the white woman, white man who is 1/80th, 1/85th Native American, white Latino, white gay community Asian, and then you niggas. Y'all get the crumb. Las migas que va a recibir de los Estados Unidos. El gobierno. Okay, and the little commander in chief only needed to be a con artist and game show. Wow, we already know that. And we see that Obama and old girl is hooking up. I don't know about Jennifer Aniston. Now this is it. Chinese restaurant owner says, "I'm sorry for bringing roadkill into kitchen, man. You know what I mean? Why are you eating at these people's places?" Mexican mafia leader sentenced for trying to ethnically cleanse blacks from California City. We gotta know who our enemies are. We gotta know. We gotta know. We gotta know. We already did that one. Let's see. There's anything more. No. So I want to thank you guys for sticking it out, sticking it in for tonight, and we're gonna be back next Saturday. Hopefully everything will be working fine and good. And I'm gonna make sure the speaker connection and all of that is just you know working fine. So I apologize for that for tonight. Yeah, a nice little crowd here. But tomorrow we'll be on Brother Maurice's show, and hopefully you'll have it. And that'll be it. I really appreciate you guys being at least one person. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? I might be Brother Maurice. I don't know. I'm gonna take a bet at Brother Maurice. But all right, man. If that's you, then I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Peace.